Raksha Bandhan 2020, Legendary Stories of Love and Valor. The name Raksha Bandhan suggests a bond of protection. On this auspicious day, brothers make a promise to their sisters to protect them from all harms and troubles, and the sisters pray to God to protect their brother from all evil. The festival falls on the Shravan Purnima, which comes generally in the month of August. Sisters tie the silk thread called Rakhi on their brother's wrist and pray for their well-being, and brothers promise to take care of their sisters. Mahabali, the demon king, was also a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. It was thus that Lord Vishnu left Vaikuntham, his dwelling, to protect Bali's kingdom. But goddess Lakshmi, Lord Vishnu's wife, became sad because the Lord had left her alone. So, she went to Bali as a Brahmin woman and took refuge as in the king's palace. On Shravana Purnima, she tied Rakhi on King Bali's wrist. She then revealed her true identity and told the king of her real reason for coming. The king was touched by her and Lord Vishnu's goodwill and affection towards him and his family. Following which, Bali requested Lord Vishnu to accompany her to Vaikuntham. It was thus that the festival of Rakhi also came to be known as Barleva, as a reference to Bali's devotion to Lord Vishnu. Legend goes that during the war that Krishna fought and won against the evil king Sari, wherein he killed Sari, Krishna was hurt and his hand was bleeding. Seeing this, Draupadi tore a strip of cloth from her sari and tied it around his wrist. Lord Krishna, seeing her affections and realizing her concerns about him, declared himself bounded by her sisterly love. He also promised that he will be at her side whenever she needed a brother. Many years later, when Pandavas lost Draupadi in a game of dice and Kauravas were removing her sari, Krishna helped her. He did so by continuously adding to the length of her sari and thereby saved her from a public disgrace. One of the most popular tales that come to our minds when we think of Rakhi is that of Rani Kanauti and Emperor Humayun. This dates back to the medieval era when Rajputs were fighting Muslim invasions. When Rani Kanauti, the widowed queen of the king of Chittor, realized that she could not defend the invasion by the Sultan of Gujarat, Bahadur Shah, she sent a Rakhi to Emperor Humayun. The emperor, touched by this gesture of sisterly love, immediately set off with his troops to defend Chittor's honor. Alexander, the Great, as he was called, was on a mission to conquer the world. On his crusade through the Indian subcontinent somewhere around 300 BC, King Alexander of Macedonia was shaken by the fury of the Indian king, Puru. It was then that Alexander's wife approached King Puru as a sister. On Alexander's next attempt, King Puru, as a tribute to the sacred bond of Rakhi, did not oppose King Alexander and let him have his way.